Good evening, I'm Erica Thomas.
And I'm Dave Sess. Our top story at 5. The man initially accused of raping a young girl has now been indicted for killing his alleged victim to keep her from testifying against him, along with the grandparents who were caring for her.
Robert Seman now faces aggravated murder, aggravated arson, and aggravated burglary charges in connection with that fatal fire in Youngstown on March 30th. The fire killed 10-year-old Corinne Gump and her grandparents Judith and William Schmidt.
27 First News reporter Jerry Ricciuti has been leading our coverage of this story from the start. He and I were at the scene that night of that day of the fire. It's where he joins us now on Powers Way.
Erica and Dave, a little more than 2 months after Corinne Gump and her grandparents, Bill and Judy Schmidt, died in a fire at this house behind me, investigators and prosecutors are now saying that they've finally been able to piece this puzzle together and present their case to a Mahoning County grand jury. Well, this afternoon, after that indictment had been filed, Mahoning County Prosecutor Paul Gaines, along with several of his assistants and fire investigators, met with reporters to discuss the charges as well as the potential penalties Robert Seman could face if he's eventually convicted. He says this case took time to gather and then analyze all the evidence that authorities have been collecting since March 30th, the day of that fire, adding some is still being processed. But he also gave credit today to the half-dozen different agencies that spent these last 2 months cooperating to get all this done.
Everybody has just said, okay, we're going to get this job done, and we're going to make sure that it gets done properly. And Jeff Allen, Major Jeff Allen from the Sheriff's Department, Brad Blackburn, Chief of Detectives, and Dave Sweeney, they all, and John Perdue, they all put their egos at the door.
Now, as we've been telling you these last several months, Robert Seman remains jailed without bond in a secure area of the Mahoning County Jail for his own protection. He's now expected to appear in court on these new charges later this month. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear more from prosecutors about the evidence they collected here and elsewhere to help them make their case. For now, I'm live on the south side of Youngstown. Dave and Erica, back to you.
All right, Jerry, thanks. And you can read much more about this case right now at our website, WKBN.com. You can find more pictures, also a complete breakdown of all the charges facing Robert Seman.